Welcome to the Strong from the Start pre-match training program. We're so glad that you're about to join Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Before we get going, go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pencil to write down any questions you might have about Big Brothers, Big Sisters that you can ask a parent or guardian or the Big Brothers, Big Sisters staff. Now there's going to be a lot of talking in this video, so if you feel a little tired or zoned out, go ahead and pause the video, walk around a bit, and come back, because we've got a lot of important information to cover. Now that you have everything you need, let's get started. You may notice that I'm using some words that might be unfamiliar to you, like little, big, mentee, or match. During today's training, we're going to go over some of the language that we like to use at Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Now, there are 4 reasons that we're here today. First, is to get you up to speed on Big Brothers, Big Sisters. This is called mentee training because you are a mentee. A mentee, or little, as we like to call them, are just youth accessing our programs. Second, you will learn what being a mentee or little is all about. As a mentee, you're going to be matched with a big or a mentor. A big or mentor is just someone you're going to be spending lots of time with, having fun with, and getting to know very well. Third, we're going to talk about trust, safety, and respect. And fourth, we're going to share some information about healthy and enjoyable relationships. Reasons 3 and 4 don't only apply to Big Brothers, Big Sisters, but they apply to life in general. One of the most important parts about being a mentee is to know that you are awesome. Another important part is knowing that you have a whole office of Big Brothers, Big Sisters staff who want to hear all about your mentee journey. We want you to enjoy your time with Big Brothers, Big Sisters and enjoy every part of your match. Match just means a big and a little coming together to hang out. Think of a match like a friendship. Just like a friendship, every match has a beginning, a middle, and an end. In the beginning, you're just getting to know each other. Maybe you're shy or nervous the first time you meet, and that's okay. You're spending time finding out what each other's interests are. Do you share an interest in sports, art? Maybe you both like eating pizzas or the color purple. Maybe you spend your first few times together just talking and planning activities for the future. Maybe you could take one of your first outings just to ask each other a bunch of questions, finding out about each other's favorite movies, board games, or books. Whatever you like to spend time doing in the beginning, it's going to take some time to know each other. Think about the first time you met a new kid in class. It probably took some time to get to know them. It's the same thing with your big. It's going to take some time. Your match will also have a middle stage, where you've gotten to know each other pretty well and you're spending regular time with each other. The middle stage is really about sticking to what you've committed to with your mentor. During your time with your mentor, it's important to speak up when you're not enjoying yourself and to be respectful of each other's time. It's also important to remember that your Big Brothers, Big Sisters staff is there to help you if your match is not going as well as you had hoped or if there's something you need to talk about. All throughout the match, your Big Brothers, Big Sisters staff are going to be calling you and having you come into the office to ask you questions about how your match is going. Part of their role is to help make sure you're safe and that you're having fun. They want to hear all about what you're doing with your mentor. Eventually, your match will come to a close. But there's no reason to worry about this right now. Your Big Brothers, Big Sisters staff will want to talk about your match ending, and they're going to want to make sure you're okay. They're going to ask you why your match is coming to a close, but they're also going to celebrate with you all the fun things you got to do during your match. So, what does it mean to be a mentee? Well, first, you have to want a mentor. That's someone to spend time with, talk to, and do fun things with. Second, we're going to match you with someone who you're a good fit with. Now, this might take some time, and you're going to have to be patient, but we promise it'll be worth it. Number 3, you and your match agree to spend time with each other and get to know each other. There are rules to follow as a mentee, and your Big Brothers Big Sisters staff will talk to you more about these rules closer to your match. If you have any questions about the rules, you gotta ask the Big Brothers Big Sisters staff. Number 4, you're gonna have a lot of fun as a mentee. And number 5, you're gonna try a whole lot of new things. Here's some homework. After this video, dream up anything you can think that you'd want to do with your mentor or big. Dig deep and think about some activities. What are some activities you're really looking forward to when you finally get your big? Write a list and keep it safe for your match day. Some ideas are playing board games, teaching card games, watching TV or movies together, playing on the playground, and lots of other fun activities. To make sure you're ready for the day we find you a mentor, we're going to take some time speaking about healthy, safe relationships. Now, your mentor will go through the same training that you do so that everyone is on the same page and so that your relationship can be as healthy and safe as possible. All young people deserve a healthy and safe relationship. It's an adult's job to protect children, and most adults are willing to take on that role. Now, think about a relationship you have with someone that feels very healthy and safe. What makes that relationship healthy and safe? And try to jot down some reasons. If you can't think of any, let me help. At Big Brothers Big Sisters, healthy relationships are sharing decisions, sharing the role of leader and follower, having lots of fun together and feeling safe, working together, giving each other space, respecting each other's differences, trusting each other, and supporting each other. It's also important that we focus on what we are feeling and how that determines our actions. This is sometimes called your instincts. Now, your instincts is sort of like listening to your gut or your inner voice, or focusing on how your body is feeling when you're faced with certain choices or decisions. What if you're asked to do something that's scary or dangerous and you really don't want to do it? Are you able to speak up? Are you able to tell somebody else? Sometimes your mind is telling you something and your body is telling you that as well. Maybe your stomach has butterflies or is a little sore or upset. This is called listening to your instincts. You can trust your instincts by understanding your emotions. You can trust what your mind is telling you, and you can trust what your body is telling you too. Remember, if it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. You can make a choice about whether or not to do something, and you can speak up too. We want your relationship with your mentor, with our agency staff, and with everyone in your life to be a healthy one. Healthy relationships thrive on self-respect and the respect of others. Part of respect is showing consideration for other people's choices and decisions. So now we want to talk about what's okay and what's not okay in a Big Brothers Big Sisters relationship. Now, when you're with your match, there might be certain miscommunications or misunderstandings because you guys aren't used to the way you're interacting or talking with each other. If you're ever concerned or confused about something that went on with your mentor, please let your caregiver know and reach out to your Big Brothers Big Sisters staff. Even if it's something you feel might be nothing, we still want you to talk it out. Because if it made you feel uncomfortable, it's important that you speak up. We're always told as kids to be polite and respectful to each other. So you might feel that because your mentor is doing such a nice thing for you, that you shouldn't talk to someone else about something that's making you uncomfortable. It's so important to remember, though, that if you're feeling uncomfortable or scared or worried, being polite is not the top priority. Think about this. What if you're out with your friends and an older stranger starts bothering you? This person keeps following you and won't go away. Is this the time to be polite? No, I didn't think so. This is the time to speak up, shout for help, maybe run away, and don't think twice about being polite. Remember, safe decisions can be a lot more important than polite decisions. Absolutely no one has the right to make you uncomfortable or to hurt you. You have the right to speak up, tell someone you're uncomfortable, and then tell a caregiver so they can get help. Young people have the right to be safe and to have healthy relationships. Your body belongs to you, and we encourage you to use your voice and do what is best for you. It is not okay for anyone to harm you or make you feel uncomfortable. Let's talk about boundaries. Strong boundaries mean strong relationships. Now, a boundary is just a line that defines something, like the edge of a soccer field, the border of a province, or even the frame of this camera. Now, people have personal boundaries too. A lot of people call this their personal bubble. Now, it's important for other people to understand and respect your boundaries, and it's important that you let them know when those boundaries are being crossed. Now, imagine you're in a room full of kids, and we're all in a big circle looking towards the center. You happen to be a ninja, by the way. Imagine that everyone is taking steps into the middle of the circle, getting closer and closer to each other with each step they take. At some point, you're going to stop because you feel uncomfortable being that close to a bunch of strangers. This is what it feels like when someone is entering into your bubble. It is a feeling in your body of becoming tense. Maybe your shoulders begin to rise up to your ears, or your stomach feels uncomfortable or nervous because someone is too close to you. Everyone has boundaries. This could mean not wanting to be hugged or not wanting to look strangers in the eye. Respecting boundaries are respecting someone's wishes about how they want to be treated. For example, for someone who doesn't like hugs, you could either not hug them or ask them permission to give them a hug. I have a friend who doesn't like hugs. Sometimes when she's really sad or upset, I'll ask her if she wants a hug. Sometimes she says no, sometimes she says yes. Either way, I'm respecting her boundaries. Here are some other examples of respecting other people's boundaries. Knocking or asking permission before entering a bedroom, bathroom, or change room. Being considerate of other people's bodies, not touching people without their permission. Making sure it is okay with someone before borrowing or taking their personal things. We want to help you respect your own boundaries and make sure that your mentor is respecting your boundaries too. If there ever comes a time when your mentor isn't respecting your boundaries, please let your caregiver or Big Brothers Big Sisters staff know. Just like boundaries, everyone also has a circle of support. A circle of support is made up of people who care about you. These are people you can turn to if you're in trouble or if you're upset. Many adults in your life care about you and they want to see you safe and healthy. These are people you can turn to if you need help. Think about some safe people in your life. Who would you go to if you needed help? In the center of your circle is you. Imagine another circle around you that includes your family that you can go to when you need help or support. Examples may be your mom, your grandpa, maybe an uncle, a cousin, or someone else in your life that you know you can turn to. Then imagine another circle around you and your family. These are friends and mentors that maybe aren't family, but you know them very well and you spend a lot of time with them. Examples may be your next door neighbor, a friend of a family member, friends, or your teacher or mentor. And one last circle around you, your family, and your friends are community members. These are people that you can go to when you need help. Examples may be a fireman, a counselor, or your principal. When something happens to you, it can be hard or uncomfortable to speak up. No matter what happens, no matter what someone tells you, you are a good person. So remember your circle of support, so you know you have people to speak with, who can help you, who you can reach out to when you're uncomfortable or when things aren't right. Our last topic is secrets. Now, there are two types of secrets. There are keep secrets and speak secrets. Speak secrets are important to tell because they involve yours or others' safety. An example of a speak secret is if your friend tells you they're going to hurt themselves or somebody else. Now, while your friend might have asked you to keep this a secret, because it involves somebody else's safety, it is a speak secret. It's important you tell someone in your circle of support this secret so that everyone can remain safe. Sometimes a speak secret is one that makes you feel uncomfortable, where you need to tell someone or you won't feel comfortable keeping it. Say you're at a friend's house and they have an older cousin who tickles you when no one is around and says that it's your secret to keep. Do you feel comfortable keeping that secret? When someone is touching you without your permission, even if it's tickling, it's not okay. This is an example of a speak secret, and you need to tell someone about it so that you can remain safe. Keep secrets are something like a surprise. Say you've planned a surprise birthday for someone, or you've gotten someone a birthday gift. Now, this is an example of a secret you can keep, mostly because no one's safety is involved and it's actually pretty fun and exciting. Say, for example, your friend Jamie is going to ask your friend Danny to the dance. Now, is this a speak secret, which is one you should tell because it involves someone's safety, or is it a keep secret, one that doesn't involve anyone's safety? Well, I think it's a keep secret because it's fun and doesn't hurt anyone. Now, you're an expert on secrets and safe and healthy relationships. You're ready to start this fun and amazing journey with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are so happy to welcome you to the family.